Sarah from pinkcricket.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a chevron card using these fun dies that you can get from scrapbook.com. So I did a video last on giving away $50 gift certificate. That is still going on. It is going on until June 3rd, 2012. So if you haven't signed up, go to that video and make sure you leave a comment. But today, in that video, I promised that I would do a video using the chevron die. So I'm going to do a project using the die. So here is what you will need. You will need some kind of embossing or die cutting machine, like a Cuttlebug, a Big Shot, something along those lines. Okay, I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz Vagabond. Okay, this is my electronic die cutting machine, which I adore. And I have my plate set up. So depending on what machine you're using, your plates will be set up a different way. For the Tim Holtz Vagabond, I have the Solo Shim, and I also have this Solo Thin die adapter, which you need to use with thin dies like the chevron die that we're going to use. Then I have my two plates. As you can see, one that I use to do the cutting on. It's kind of cut up a little, which is fine. That means that I'm getting lots of use out of it. And then I have my die laying right here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a couple different colors or patterns of paper at once so that I don't have to run it through as many times. The collection I'm using is Echo Park, and it's by Lori Whitlock, and it's called Hello Summer. So as you can see, everything is double-sided, so I can go ahead, and I need about 4 inches because my card is 4 inches by 4 inches. This one's a little thin, so I'm just going to make sure that I have about 4 inches. And then I'm going to do this one, which is also double-sided. I'm just going to lay them on there, and then I'm going to lay my cutting plate on top. Try not to move that little thin one. I shouldn't have cut it so thin, but I'm just trying to use all my little scraps because it's so important when you have such beautiful paper to use all your scraps. So I'm going to slide it in there, make sure that I'm going the right direction, and then I'm going to push the button. We don't know if I have enough room over here, so I'll turn it a little bit. Alright, seriously, my craft room needs so much tidying. I just have not gotten around to it. Okay, so let's take that off. Let's look at our chevron pieces. We have this one, and we have this one. Okay, so I could probably send this other one through again. I'm going to put these to the side since it was so thick, and just kind of center it right in those little zigzags because they stacked on top of each other. Sandwich it again, and then I can use the opposite side of that paper so that I have 2 different patterns. So I'm going to do that really quickly. It's about time for new plates for me. Okay. So there's the next chevron. So let's move this vagabond out of the way, bring all of our chevrons to the middle, and I cut a little bit before you guys joined me. So, and then let's get our card shape. So it's a 4 by 4 inch card, and here's all of our chevron shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is nice and creased, so it's not popping up all over the place. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to arrange our chevrons the way we want them. Okay, so we have green, we have patterns. Can you guys hear my wind chimes outside? It's so windy here today. My kids got me wind chimes for Mother's Day, and I'm so happy about them. Okay. If you sing while you do it, it might help. But it's just a little tiny piece of advice I picked up along the way. Okay, so I'm just going to arrange these and make sure that I know which way I want them to go. Okay, as you can see, some of them are longer than what we're going to need, but we can trim those in a little bit. And I wanted the chevron piece to really be bold. Let's see. So I want it nice and thick. You know what? Let's do the flowers up here. This is actually going to be for a friend of mine who is such a sweet friend. She's going through some kind of yucky stuff right now, so I wanted to send her something just to let her know I was thinking about her. Right? Who doesn't like to get real mail? To let people know that you're thought of. Okay, and then the thing that I'm going to put a sentiment on it, so I just want to make sure that I know where my sentiment's going to go before I start gluing everything down. And I think, let's see, if we do it right through the middle. Yeah, I think, you know what, the last one I did my sentiment up top. But this one, I think I want these to be towards the top, and then I'm going to do my sentiment down here. So we're going to do something a little teeny bit different. Okay, so these are all ready to go. Look how great that is. Okay, so you can trim them at this point, or you can wait till you adhere them, okay? So I am going to adhere them. Okay, so before we start adhering everything down, let's just make sure we have everything together. Okay, and then as I adhere them down, I'm just going to be using my sticker maker by Chevron, and that will allow me to put adhesive on it, and it also allows me to move them just a teensy bit if I need to. Plus, it's not a pain in the butt to put the adhesive on, because you just slide it through and then you peel off the sticker paper and then you lay down. So there's no making sure you hit the right all those little tiny zigs and zags. Okay, so let's scoot these down a little so they're out of my way. And then line it up. Line it up. And then go to the next one. Oops, they got out of order. No big deal. We can make this work. There we go. Now we'll use this one. I wanted to keep them in order so that I knew which pattern I wanted them to go in, and it was more like, I kind of did a solid and then a pattern. Okay. If I used my HEG with this, I seriously would not be able to get it back off if I didn't, see, look, watch, I didn't line it up right. So let's try it again. I think I just went upside down because this one was my shortest one. There we go. Okay. Then, okay, I'm gonna fast forward for you guys so you guys don't have to watch all of this.
Count me in. I've been awake for a while now. You got me feeling like
okay, before I finish, I just want to let you know, if you don't have a sticker maker, no worries. You can still use a glue runner of some sort. You just kind of have to be careful, and I would suggest putting it on the paper instead of the other way around. Okay? So, let's see. And then you know, with a lot of adhesives, if you get too much on there, you can kind of rub it off. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and trim these off. Love my Westcott nonstick stickers, and these, whoops, except I need nonstick thumbs. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had nonstick fingers? Think of all the magical things you could do. Okay, so there's our chevron, our big bold chevron right towards the top. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to stamp. So the stamp that I've chosen is actually, let's see, it says courageous, but it says it in a fun way. And this is actually Stamp of the Month with Pink by Design for June. June, can you believe it? June is here? Crazy. June is here. Okay, I'm just trying to decide what color to stamp this, and I think I'm going to use Smoothie from Close to My Heart. But with one of my scraps, I'm going to make sure that I like the color combination on top of this aqua colored paper, because I may not like it. So a good way to be able to tell if you like something before you do it, which I think I'm going to, is you can go ahead and stamp it on the same colored paper. This will also help you if you're trying to decide where to put a sentiment. Stamp it on the same color paper and then kind of move it different spots to kind of decide where you want to put it. Okay, so that's a little trick, but I do like the way the color shows up on there, and I'm just going to stamp it directly on the card, and it's just going to be in the corner. Anyways, back to the sentiment. It says courageous, but the U and the R are in parentheses to kind of say you're courageous, and then at the bottom it says brave and brave. I really can't talk and stamp at the same time. Okay, courageous and brave. You're courageous and brave. And like I said, she's going through something yucky, so I feel like she is courageous and brave, and I wanted to be able to kind of help encourage her along the way. So that's what this is for. And that is the whole card. It's simple, it's fun, it's got that bold chevron look, so I love it. And again, those dies come in 2 different shapes, and they are from scrapbook.com. And if you haven't signed up for the $50 giveaway on my video right before this one, be sure to do that. It goes till June 3rd, 2012. Thanks for watching, everyone.